Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Jason's Death Guard. So the story we've got here is that Typhus is leading a horde of his poxwalkers, invading this Imperial Planet, overrunning the system, and taking over for his misbegotten ways. And the Dark Angels have sent in a reactionary force to try to stem the tide here and hold them back and stop them from gaining whatever it is that they are trying to gain here. So that's the story that we got going on. We are going to be playing the mission Zeroing In, which is in the new chapter approved 2018. Essentially, what you have is you have one objective marker in the center of the battlefield. Within 12 inches of that marker, you cannot take invulnerable saves, which is interesting. Then what happens is at the end of each turn of each battle round, whoever controls the center objective gains one command point. But it's determined by a different distance than usual. So it starts with at the end of turn one, whoever has the most number of models within 18 inches of the objective scores that objective. On turn two, you reduce it by 3, and you reduce it by 3 for each turn after that. So turn 2 would be 15, turn 3 would be 12, turn 4 would be 9, etc. Going on from there to a minimum of 3 inches. So we're just going to keep rushing towards the center here, trying to beat each other up. So that is the story, and that is the mission that we're going to be playing here today. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running 2 battalion detachments and a Vanguard detachment. Leading out the first battalion detachment, we have a Primaris Librarian and a Librarian. We have 3 5-man scout squads with bolters and 2 3-man bike squads. Each bike squad has a plasma gun, and the Sergeant at 1 squad has a storm bolter. Second battalion detachment is led by 2 lieutenants. We have 2 5-man intercessor squads and a 10-man tactical squad and 2 dark talons. Then for the Vanguard detachment, we have an interrogator, chaplain, and terminator armor. And last but not least, we have 3 5-man Deathwing Terminator squads. 2 squads have assault cannons, and 1 squad has a heavy flamer. Then for the Death Guard, he'll be running a battalion detachment, a Vanguard detachment, and a spearhead detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have Typhus and a Malignant Plague Caster. We have a 16-man Plague Marine squad. The Sergeant has a Power Fist and a bolt gun. There are 2 Flails of Corruption and 2 plasma guns. We have 3 20-man squads of poxwalkers. We have 2 Foul Blight Spawn. Then for the Vanguard, we have a Chaos Lord. Then we have a Biologist Putrefier, a Tallyman, and a Plague Surgeon. Then for the Spearhead detachment, we have another Chaos Lord. We have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers with entropy cannons and heavy sluggers. And last but not least, we have a Hell-Forged Leviathan Dreadnought with 2 Butcher Cannon arrays and 2 Hell Flamers. All right, so those are the armies going over deployment now for the Dark Angels. I've got one of my Dark Talons up here. I've got a 5-man Intercessor squad with a lieutenant behind them. I've got my Primaris Librarian next to them. The 3-man bike squad with the Sergeant with the Storm Bolter right there. Another 5-man Intercessor squad with another lieutenant behind him with the other Librarian next to him. With the 3-man bike squad next to them, the other Dark Talon. And then on the other side over here, we've got the 10-man tactical squad. And then up here, we've got my 3 5-man scout squads up in this position here, trying to keep back the horde as they keep approaching towards this important landmark for them. That's the deployment for the Dark Angels. Going to a deployment for the Death Guard, we got zombies. Then in the middle here, we've got his Plague Marines as well as his Foul Blight Spawn on this side. We've got another Foul Blight Spawn over there. We've got the Tallyman right there. We've got this, that's the Putrefier right there. Plague Surgeon next to him. Typhus all the way up front here. Malignant Plague Caster back there. we've got the Dreadnought, we've got the 2 Chaos Lords, and we've got the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers here. I have my Terminators are all in Deep Strike Reserve. So, as of right now, the Death Guard are going first because the way it works with the new chapter approved missions, you have the person who deploys first deploys their entire army, and they go first unless I can seize the initiative. So, looking for a 6. Show me that filth first. No filth phase. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 1. All of the zombies advanced up. Typhus advanced up behind them. His 2 Foul Blight spawn advanced up. The Marines just moved up, as did his other characters inside over here, as did his Leviathan Dreadnought. The 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, did they move? Or no, they just stood still. But his 2 characters here just moved up. His 2 Chaos Lords there moved up a bit. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, so starting it off, his Malignant Playcaster is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto his Leviathan Dreadnought here. So looking for a 6. 2, and what was that one?
That was a 1.
A 1, so he's going to spend a command point to reroll it into a 4, which gets him just enough to get the 6. Tallyman trying to get it back here. No, close, but no. And then his Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast Blades of Putrefaction onto his zombies in the front here. Looking for a 5, gets it with a 7.
On the same zombie.
And then Typhus is going to put onto the same squad Putrescent Vitality. So here we go. 6 does go off, so I'm going to try to deny it because he's within range of my Psychers here. So looking for a 7. Not getting it. And then Typhus is going to try to smite my Scout Squad. Does not make it. All right, starting off the shooting phase, his Plague Burst Crawler here is going to fire his Plague Burst Mortar into my Dark Talon over here, and he's going to put his Entropy Cannon and Heavy Slugger into which of these guys? Which one?
Let's go with the lead one.
We're going to go with the one over here on this side. So what do you want to do first?
I'll do Slugger first.
Slugger first, so looking for a 3 to hit.
Nope, 4 to hit.
Oh, 4 to hit. Sorry. So that's going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds, AP -1, +1 because they're in cover, so 4 up saves. And I'll make them both. Woo! And the Entropy Cannons, getting no hits. And the Plague Burst Mortar, gonna have 2 shots. -1 to hit, so these are gonna be 5s to hit, so it's 1 hit. Rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord over there. Nope, so that's gonna be 1 hit. Strength 8, so that's a wound, AP -2, so looking for a 5 up save. No save. D3 damage. 1 damage. All right, the second Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire Entropy Cannons into that same Dark Talon. He's now going to put the Slugger and the Entropy Cannons into my Bikers over here. So we're going to go with the Slugger first. Hitting on 4s, that's 2 hits. Strength 5, Toughness 5, looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -1, so looking for a 4 up. They're good. Entropy Cannons, that's 2 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds. That was good. -4, so those are just going to go straight through. So 1 at a time, D3, right? D6, so 1 at a time, D6. Dead guy. And dead guy. And the Mortar, it's going to get 1 shot here. It -1 to hit, so looking for a 5. That is a hit. Strength 8 again, so looking for a 3. That is a 5, so that's a wound. AP -2, so looking for a 5 up save. No, it goes through. D3 damage. Whoop. 2 damage. All right, so now his Marines here are going to fire into my Scout Squad. He's going to put the one closest up in the front, closest to us over here. So we're going to be doing. He's got the 2 Plasma that are in rapid fire range. And all of the Boulter guys are in range for rapid fire except for 2 of them because the Death Guard have a special rule where they have rapid fire 18 when determining how far their rapid fire is, which is pretty cool. So we've got to have which color are the
Plasma's going to be the green.
Plasma is going to be the off-white ones there with the green pips. So these are all going to be hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so these are now going to be looking for 4s and 3s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we had 10 bolt gun wounds and 1 plasma wound. So we'll do the plasma first. It's -3 +1 because they're in cover. So looking for a 6-up. Show me that fill face. No fill face there. And then we have 10. Count them 10 bolter wounds that are going to be coming in here. So we've got 10 3-up saves because they are in cover. Failing 1, 2, 3 of those, so they're still alive. Now the Leviathan Dread is going to put both Butcher Cannons into my wounded Dark Talon over there. So it's going to be 16 shots, you said? These are going to be hitting on twos. Re-rolling ones because of the Chaos Lord there. Alrighty, no ones there, so that's all hits. Pretty good. These are now going to be strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, we messed up with the hits. We tried these -1 to hit. We went back. He actually had 4 hits, so we're just going to re-roll the wound rolls here. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, come back to that. All right, so this was 9 wounds here. So it's going to be 9 4-up saves because it's AP -1. And I need to make, if I fail 4 of them, he's dead because they're 2 damage apiece. So he's got 7 wounds left. Here we go. And I failed 1, I failed 2. Oh boy, so still alive. All right, so that's the end of the turn. I've got one test to take over here with that scout who lost 4 guys from his squad. So 4 plus 2 is 6, he is good to go. So that's it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. My Primaris Librarian moved over here. These guys stood still along with my my lieutenant over here. This biker moved up over this way. These guys all stood still. My intercessors moved over this way along with the lieutenant and the librarian. Those 10 tactical marines moved up over this way, and the bikers moved up over there. My flyers, he advanced over this way. And he just moved up over this way. I spent a command point on Speed of the Raven, did not get the command point back. And when they fly over the different units, we are going to drop some bombs. So first, he's going to drop his bomb onto this squad up front here. So it's going to be, drop the bomb on him. So it's going to be 10, because there's a maximum of 10. So there's 20 guys in the squad, but it's up to 10 dice. These are going to be 4-up mortal wounds. Doing pretty good. That's going to be 7 mortal wounds. So 7 disgustingly resilient rolls over here. 7 5-ups. Doing well there. So that's going to be, what is it? Just 3 mortal wounds. All right, and re-rolling 1s on disgustingly resilient because of the Plague Surgeon. No, not meant to be. And then the other one's going to drop it on this squad as they come across here. So it's going to be 10 again. Looking for 4-ups. Not as good that time, so we've got 5 this time. These are now going to be 5-up invul save, or 5-up disgustingly resilient saves. Making 3 of them, and no one's there to reroll, so this is going to be 2 guys dead. All right, so we're going to be playing with the Boulter beta rule. That's why you'll see a lot of bolters on my list, because I was trying to see how much we could do, and my opponent did the same with all of his bolter marines there too. So we're going to see what happens with it. My biker over here is within 24 inches, and he's got the bike special rule, so he's going to have rapid fire on his shots. So he's going to have 8 shots into this squad up front there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, wow, real good. Just missed the 1 there. And these are going to be strength 4, toughness 5 because of the putrescent vitality there. So toughness 5, looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1, 2 wounds. AP nothing, but they've got a 7-up save, so we just got the disgustingly resilient. Make on them both. So now this bike squad is going to fire into this squad over here. So they're going to have rapid fire on their bolters because they're bikers, and then the yellow is going to be the 1 plasma shot. These are all going to be hitting on 3s, not supercharging. Alrighty. Not bad. These are now going to be their toughness 4. So these are all going to be wounding on 4s, except for the plasma, which is wounding on a 3. Okay, not meant to be. All right, so we've got 2, 4, 5 wounds over there. No, 4. So it's going to be 4 wounds over there. AP, they actually get a 6-up save because they're completely. Are they completely on there? Yep, that squad over there is completely on there. So they're going to have a 6-up save first. Not getting anything there, and then 5-up disgustingly resilient. getting one of those, and that is going to be 3 dead. All right, so now my flyer here is going to put his heavy rift cannon into the plague burst crawler, and he's going to put the 2 hurricane bolters into the squad in the middle over here. So we're going to do the heavy rift cannon first. So heavy D3. So that's going to be 3 shots. These are going to be, he's on his second profile, so that's going to be down to a 4 up to hit, but strafing run, a 4 up to hit, which becomes a 5 up to hit because it's heavy, back up to a 4 up to hit because of strafing run. So it's going to be 3 shots, hitting on 4s, getting 4 hits, strength 10. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, so that's going to be 2 wounds, AP -3, so 2 5 up invul saves, not within 12 inches there. No, both go through, so that's 6 wounds. Does it have disgustingly resilient? It does. So these are going to be 6 disgustingly resilient saves. Making 2 of them, so that's going to take 4 wounds. Then we roll on the chart to see for the Rift Vortex chart, and on a 2, nothing happens. And now the 2 hurricane bolters into the guys down over here. They are, it doesn't matter if they're within 24 inches, which all that matters because he's a vehicle now with the bolter rules with these hurricane bolters. So it's going to be 24 shots. These are going to be hitting on, would be hitting on 4s. Strafing run makes it up to 3s. Come back to you with that. And now these are going to be wounding on 4s because they're within range of Typhus, but they don't have Putrescent vitality on them. All right. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. We'll come back to you with that. Disgustingly resilient saves, making 2 of them, and re-rolling the ones because of the surgeon. All right, making another 2 of them, so he only takes 3 wounds. Yep. All right, so now my other flyer is going to put the heavy rift cannon into the wounded plague burst crawler here, and he's going to put the twin heavy bolters, twin hurricane bolters, sorry, into that squad that the other guy just shot at. So we're going to do the heavy rift cannon first. So heavy D3, getting 1 shot, wounding, hitting on a 3 because he's at full profile, +1 for strafing run, -1 because of moving with a heavy weapon. Not going to be a hit. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that into not a hit. Do I get the command point back? No, I do not. And now the 2 hurricane bolters firing in there. These are going to be hitting on 2s because of strafing run, and he's at full profile. Come back to you with that. And these are again wounding on 4s. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds onto these guys. And then to the middle squad, so we've just got the 5 up disgustingly resilience. No 1s to reroll there, so taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. All right, so now my 5-man scout squad here is going to fire into that center squad. There's going to be 10 shots because they stood still, so they have rapid fire. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. All right, so of course I roll a bunch of 2s. These are now going to be strength 4, toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there. So these are going to be 4 disgustingly resilient saves. So looking for 5 ups on these. Getting 2 of them, so 2 go down. And the back squad's going to do the same thing into that squad there. 10 shots here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty. So these are now going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP nothing. They're in cover now. The rest of the squad's in cover there. So 6 up saves. 1 made there, and then 5 up, feel no pain. Getting 1 from there, but re-rolling the 1 from the surgeon. Or no, they might not be in anymore.
Now. Just 2.
Yeah, just out. So the 2 are dead there. And then the 1-man squad here is going to fire into the guy in cover over there. 2 shots. That's 2 hits. That's no wounds. My tactical squad here is going to fire into that same middle squad. So 9 of them are in range, so there's going to be 9 shots because they did move, so they don't get the benefit of rapid fire. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, no rerolls either because they moved. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. 6 up saves. Woo! That's how you do it. All right, my lieutenant is going to fire into that same squad. Mastercrafted Boulter. One shot because he moved, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. AP -1, so no cover save. So just a 5-up disgust. Oh, two 5-up disgustingly resilience. So roll one more. Sorry, because it's damage 2. No, so that is going to be a dead guy. And now my 5-man Intercessor squad is going to fire into them. So that's 5 shots hitting on 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant there. So it's going to be 3 wounds, AP -1. So these are just going to be 5-up disgustingly resilience. Making 1 of them. So now my Intercessors here are going to fire into the zombie squad in the front. So they didn't move, so they're going to have rapid fire here. So it's going to be 10 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. All right, so all hits, pretty good. He's going to be strength 4, so wounding on 4s. Wounding on 5s, I forgot, because they're the ones that are buffed up. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant there. But that is not going to be a lot. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -1. So 3 disgustingly resilient saves. Rerolling the 1 because of the surgeon, but not enough, so that's 3 dead. All right, and that is it for the turn 1 here. At the end of the turn, at the end of the Dark Angel's turn here, no one has to take any morale test. And my opponent is definitely going to have more models with objectives secured within 18 inches of the center objective than I do. So that is going to be it for the turn here for Dark Angels and turn 1. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard. That's easy for me to say. Here on turn 2, his Marines moved up over there, as well as all the characters that moved with them. All of the zombies advanced up over this way. His Leviathan, the Hellforged Leviathan moved up as well. The 2 Plague Burst Crawlers stood still. These guys kind of shuffled around a bit, maybe moved up over this way a bit. And both of the what are they called? The
Foul Blight Spawn.
Foul Blight Spawn moved back to get into, I think, range to shoot my Fliers, which is super nice of him. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Psychic phase, that I forgot on my turn, but we're going to remember it for his turn.
Yep.
We also meant to say that he's going to put the Dead Walk Again stratagem onto his poxwalkers over there for 1 command point, and what it's going to do is it's going to any infantry models within 7 inches of them that dies, it's not a poxwalker, friend or foe, will add a poxwalker back to that squad. So basically he's hoping to get all of these scouts that are within 7 inches of him back into it. So let's see if he gets it back though with his Tallyman, looking for a 7. No, doesn't get it. And he'd also put Cloud of Flies onto his Marines over there, so 7 to get it back. No, double 6s.
So
now Psychic Phase, he's going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto the onto his Hellforged Leviathan over there. Goes off on a 10. I'm gonna try to deny that. What this guy over here should be within 24. Yeah, barely. So he's within. I'm gonna try. Let's see, 11. No, not gonna get it. And then Typhus is gonna cast Putrescent Vitality onto that squad over there. Goes off with a 9. I'm gonna try to deny it with my other Librarian over there. Nope, not getting it. And then Typhus is gonna smite into my squad up here. Going off on a 5, D3 mortal wounds. Getting 1 mortal wound. So that's it for the Psychic Phase. Into the shooting phase, his Marines are going to fire all of their bolt guns into my wounded squad up front here, and then he's going to put the plasma into the 1-man squad over here. So these are going to be looking for 3s to hit.
Yep.
I don't think they're in range. Oh, does Typhus give a reroll of 1? No, it's just the.
But I do have a guy here that.
Oh, he does have within 6 inches of the Lord over there, so it's going to be rerolling 1s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, you rerolled a couple of 1s, got another 4 hits in here, so these are now going to be wounding on 4s and 3s. All right, so we got 3 from the plasma wounds in there, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds from the bolters. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so the plasma 3 6-up serves. Nope, not getting any of them, so that is a dead guy. And then 7 Boulter saves, so looking for 3-ups because they're in cover. Making them all! Woo! And now Typhus is going to shoot into that unit up over there with his pistol, 2d6 shots. He's going to get 11 shots, pretty good. All right, so hitting on 5s. Ooh, doing pretty good there. That's not bad. These are now going to be strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -3, so +1 because they're in cover there, so looking for a 6-up. No. His Foul Blight Spawn is going to fire into my flyer over there, so it's a D6 hits. That one's cocked. That one's
extra cocked.
That one's 1 hit there, and then this is going to be
2d6 strength.
2d6 strength, so it's going to be 7 strength. So looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound, AP -3, so looking for a 6-up save. Nope, so it's going to be 3 damage. And then the other Foul Blight Spawn is going to do the same thing into him. He's getting 6 hits. Ooh, brutal. So this damage is 2d6, right? Yep. 2d6 damage. Going to be 8 damage, so again, 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. These are going to be...
Rerolling.
Oh, rerolling. Oh, reroll it all?
One's for
1 second.
plague weapon.
So his Warlord up here has Arch Contaminator, which means that units within 7 inches of him, 7 inches of him, can actually reroll all failed wound rolls with plague weapons as opposed to just 1. So he gets to reroll those, which is pretty good for him. Yep, so getting another 2. So it's going to be a total of 4 AP -3, so 4 6-ups. Getting 1, but that's still enough to kill him. So does he explode? He does! We'll come back to you with that. All right, so the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, the 2 Chaos Lords, the Hellforged Leviathan, the Plague Burst, the Foul Blight Spawn, and the Tallyman are within 6 inches of him. So we're going to start, we're just going to go circle around this way. So we'll start with him, D3 mortal wounds, getting 2 mortal wounds, 2 5-up, 2, not 3. Well, he failed all of them, so he'll just take the 2. Then into the Chaos Lord over there, also getting 2.
No, he doesn't have one.
Oh, he doesn't have...
Not Chaos Lords.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't... He just takes the 2. On to the other Chaos Lord. Just takes the 1. Into the other Plague Burst Crawler. Doing 3. Saves 1 of them, so he takes 2 as well. Then into the Leviathan over there. It's going to do 3. Oh, he doesn't have it either, so he just takes the 3. Into the Tallyman over there. Is going to take 2, but he does have Disgustingly Resilient, but takes them both. But is he within range? He's not in range of the Surgeon. So then on to the Foul Blight Spawn, taking 1, 5-up Invulnerable, or 5-up Disgustingly Resilient. He's good. So now the Putrefier and the Plaguecaster are both going to throw their, what is it, Blight Grenades? Hyper Blight Grenades into my Flyer over there. So they're both going to throw 2d6 shots. 1d6 each. So we'll just roll the 2d6 there. So that's going to be a total of 8 shots that are going to be coming up here. He's -1 to hit because he's got Supersonic there. So these are going to be hitting on, what are they going to be hitting on? 3s. They're usually hitting on 2s, both of them?
No.
What's that?
4s then.
4s, yes. 4s to hit. All right. Wow, getting a fair number of them there. That's pretty good. So that's going to be not within range of the Lord there. So these are now going to be strength 4. So looking for 5s to wound, 6s to do mortals. So it's going to be 1 mortal and 2 saves. AP nothing, so 3-up saves. Failing 1. So. All right, I'm going to spend a command point to reroll because that would have been 2 damage each on the failed save there. So 3. Nope. Do I get it back? I do. Oh. But do I blow up? Because he's dead. No. All right, so now this, the Malignant, no.
Plague Burst Crawler.
Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire. He's going to fire his Entropy Cannons and the Heavy Slugger into the back squad and the Mortar into the front squad. So Heavy Sluggers first. So that is going to be hitting on 4s. So that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on Strength 5, so 3s to wound.
Yep.
Getting 1 wound. These are going to be, this is AP -1 +1 because they're in cover. He's good. Entropy Cannons. No hits. Rerolling 1 because of the Chaos Lord. That becomes a hit. That is a wound, right? Strength 8?
-4.
Strength 8 -4, so that's just going to kill a dude. And the Mortar into the 3-man team. Going to have 3 shots here. So that's going to be no hits. Rerolling the 1 because of Dude Bro. No hits. And the other wounded guy is going to do the same thing, but he's going to be hitting on 5s because he's wounded over here. So we're going to do the heavy sluggers first. Getting 1 hit. Rerolling the 1 because of the Lord. Getting 2 hits. Getting 2 wounds, strength 5. So looking for 4 up saves because they're in cover. Failing 1. Entropy cannons. Rerolling the 1. No hits. And the mortar into the front squad there. Getting 1 shot.
6.
Oh, that is a 6. All right, so that's a hit. That is a wound. AP -2, +1 because they're in cover. 5 up save. Nope, did. And now his Hellforce Leviathan is going to fire into my tactical squad over there, which, as you may have noticed, his poxwalkers have been conga lining up to, so he's going to be getting their bodies that die here into their numbers there. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, rerolling 1s because the Chaos Lord. Real good there. These are all strength 8. So these are going to be wounding on 2s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so it's 13 wounds. We're going to do 6 at a time because 6 of them are out of cover over here. So these are going to be AP -2, you said? Oh, AP -1. So looking for 4 up saves. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 that will be dead, but 3 made saves. So 3 at a time now. 4 ups. 2 more dead. 1 saved there. So then 1 at a time. Good. Dead. And then this is going to be a 3 up save. No, dead. Now the Surgeon is going to shoot a bolt pistol into my scout squad up top there. That is a hit. That is not a wound. All right, and that is the end of the Death Guard turn here. I do have to take a leadership test back over there. Those guys lost 7. 7 plus 6 is a fail. Rerolling. +2 is 9. Still a fail. But I only lose 1 guy technically because of Grim Resolve, which is pretty good. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. But he does get back another Zombo because of me dying there. So we'll come back to you. Yeah, just slain. So he's gone. So then we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. My Warlord stood still, as did all of these guys, as did my Biker, as did my Scouts, as did these guys over here, as did my Bikers over there. So everyone that was on the board stayed still. And then, coming in from Deep Strike, I had this squad over here, and that squad over there, and the Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor. I left 1 unit still up in reserves. So, when they dropped in over here, this squad is going to spend 2 command points on Deathwing Assault, and they are going to fire into this squad over here. So we'll come back to you with that. All right, so when they dropped in, they're going to spend the 2 CP, like I said, on Deathwing Assault. They're actually going to fire onto this squad over there. Because they're Terminators, they get rapid fire regardless of the fact that they moved. So it's going to be 4 Storm Bolters with 4 shots each shooting into those zombies over there. So we're going to be hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. And then 4s again because they're within range of Typhus but don't have the vitality. All right, so that's going to be that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP nothing, but they've got 7 up saves, so it's going to be straight into the 5 up disgustingly resilient saves. All right, so I'm making 3 of them, so 4 are dead. And then the assault cannon is going to fire. He's going to be hitting on 4s because he counts as moving. Ooh, that's how you do it with the assault cannon. These are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 up, disgustingly resilience. Making 2 of those. So taking 3 dead. All right, so Psychic Phase now. We're going to start off with this guy smiting into the squad over here. Goes off with a 7. Would you like to try to deny that, sir? Looking for an 8. Oh, he denies it. All right, so now my Psyker over here is going to cast Mind Worm onto his Plague Marines over there, looking for a 6. Goes off with a 10. Can't deny it. So that is going to be, they are going to take a mortal wound. So let's see if they disgustingly resilient save it. They do not. So one will take, or one will be dead.
Surgeon's
oh,
here.
the surgeon can reroll that one. No, still take the one. So one will be dead. And then we've got, they have to be chosen last to fight in the fight phase. And then my warlord over here is going to smite into the same squad there. He can't see the zombos over here. And these zombos over there are far enough away that these marines are going to be closest. So smite does not go off because it would have taken a 6. And then he's going to cast Aversion onto them over there. Does not go off. All right, so start off the shooting phase. I'm going to cast, I'm going to spend 3 command points on Orbital Bombardment. I did not get a command point back, so I'm down to 7 at this point. And he is going to place on that white die there, within D6 inches, every unit has to take, I roll a die for. So it's going to be every unit within 2 inches of that model, of that there. So we'll come back and figure out which one's there. All right, I'm actually going to spend a command point to reroll that into a 6. That's real good. I like that. Do I get the command point back? I do, in fact. So that's it for this turn that I'm going to get him back. But within 6 inches, now we'll roll. All right, so it's going to hit the Malignant Plaguecaster, the what's the
Biologist Putrefier.
Biologist Putrefier, the Marines, the Tallyman, the Putrefier, yeah, right? No. Blightspawn guy, the other Blightspawn guy, the Dreadnought here, this Chaos Lord, and this dude bro here are gonna get D3 mortal wounds. Dude bro. I gave up. I gave up on all those crazy names. So we're gonna start with dude bro. D3 mortal wounds. He's gonna have 2 mortal wounds. So he does have whatchamacallit, the thing that makes those go away. No, so he is dead. Does he explode? He does not.
Because you called.
All right, so we're gonna go into the plague dude bro, the spitter guy. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble suddenly with all these names.
Dude bro number 2.
Dude bro number 2 takes 2 mortal wounds, but can he save them? Saves one of them. The Dreadnought is going to take 2 wounds. The Chaos Lord there is going to take 1 wound. The Malignant Plaguecaster is going to take 3. Can he save them? He can save 2 of them, so he takes 1. The Biologist Putrefier, 1. Can he save it? No. Into the Marines. That's going to be 2. Can they save it? 1 can. Then into the Tallyman. 2. Makes 1, saves 1. And then into the other plague guy. 2.
The
plague dude, the other dude bro. Takes both of them. All right, so now my intercessors here are going to fire into the zombos up over here. So we're going to have 10 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty. And these are going to be wounding on 4s. All right, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant there. So that is going to be 2, 4, 6 wounds. AP minus 1, so 6, just the 5 up, whatchamacallit. So makes 2 of them, so 4 are dead. My regular tactical squad's going to fire into him. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. They didn't move, so that's 4 hits. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant, so that's 4 wounds. 5 up. No, 4 dead. Now my bikers over here, one guy's going to put his twin bolter into the last zombie over there. The others are going to put their twin bolters and the plasma into these guys. So we're going to do the 1 into the 1 zombie. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because they didn't move with Grim Resolve. Wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds, 6 up saves. 2 6 up saves, yeah, 2 6 up saves. No, and then 5 up, disgustingly resilience. No, he's dead. And then the other guys into the zombies over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of Grim Resolve, but nothing was a 1. So wounding on 3s and 4s. Oh, no. They got Putrescent, so it's going to be 3s and 5s. Alrighty. Not going to get that one. So just going to have 3 5 up, disgustingly resilience. 1 save, so 2 are dead. This squad here is going to fire into the zombies over here. So 4 shots each, hitting on 3s. Not getting a reroll because they did count as moving. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Get back here. All right, so we've got 4, 5, 6 wounds. These are AP nothing, so 6, but they're out of cover there, so it's going to be 6, 5 up. Disgustingly resilient saves on these guys. Making 3 of them. 3 of them are dead. This squad of intercessors here is going to fire into this squad of zombies over there within 30 inches, and they didn't move, so rapid fire hitting on 3s because they didn't move. Not that it made a difference if they did move, but the ones rerolling is because they didn't move. Alrighty. Throwing dice all over the place for some reason. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s, but not getting any, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves. So managed to make 3 of those disgusting resilient, so 2 are dead. All right, my biker here is going to fire into the zombies over here. You can see them. So it's going to be 8 shots because he's got a storm bolter and twin bolters. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because he didn't move for Grim Resolve. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1, 2 wounds there. So 2 disgustingly resilience. No, fails them both. Rerolling because they were within range of the surgeon, making 1 of them. All right, so now all my scouts are going to fire into these guys here. So it's 10 shots from them, rapid fire, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, no 1s there. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling nothing, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. AP nothing, so still some guys out of cut over there, and actually 5 of them. So these are going to be 5 disgusting resilience. Rerolling that 1 because of the plague surgeon, making 2 of them. And now my Terminators here are going to fire into the zombies over there. They're within 24 inches, and since they're Terminators, rapid firing. Hitting on, these are going to be hitting on 3s. Not rerolling anything because they moved. All right, these are now going to be wounding on 4s. Okay. Not great. Wow, really not great. 1. And he doesn't make it, though. And the assault cannon firing in there, hitting on 4s because he moved. Not re-rolling anything, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound at AP -1.
Oh, wow.
No, 1 wound. But he, I just re-roll it. Because, no, he is dead. And my Interrogator Chaplain is going to fire into them with his Storm Bolter. That is going to be 1 miss, so it's going to be 3 hits. Getting 2 wounds, AP -nothing. So 2, because it was wounding on 5s. So, 1 second. Yep, it was a 5 and a 6, so those are 2 wounds. 5 up, disgustingly resilient. Makes 1, fails 1. Librarian's going to shoot his pistol into the squad. That's a hit. 1, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant there. 3 is not a wound. And then my lieutenant's going to fire his rapid fire, his mastercrafted bolt gun. 2 shots. That is 2 hits. Rerolling 1s because of himself. No wounds. Because it's 5. I pressed the button too soon. Toughness 5 on these guys because of putrescent vitality. And then my lieutenant over here is going to shoot into them as well. That's rerolling 1s because he didn't move. That's 2 hits. That is no wounds. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my dude bros here, my Terminators, are going to charge into his Plague Burst Crawler and into his dude bro over here. So these are going, he can't shoot because his range is 9 and they had to be just outside of 9 on their deep strike. But he can shoot both the entropy cannons and the heavy slugger. So these are going to be hitting on 6s, getting nothing there. Oh, rerolling 1s because of the Lord? Nope, still nothing. Those dice were like, did I stutter? All right, I need a 9-inch charge to get into either of them because we just deep struck. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll this. Looking for a 3. No, why would you do that to me? You jerk dice. So now my Interrogator Chaplain is just going to charge into him because I don't want him shooting. So here we go. Here's his Overwatch. Coming with the same thing, looking for 6s. Okay, no hits here, but rerolling that 1 because of the Lord. Nope. His charge distance is not in. All right, so now my Terminators are going to charge into his Plague Marines and also his Malignant Plague Caster. So we're going to have Overwatch from the Plague Marines happening right here. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. Getting a couple there. We're going to find out if he's within range of the Lord. All right, they are. So rerolling the 1s. Getting one more hit there, so that's going to be 6 total hits with the bolters. So wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds, 2 up armor saves. They're good. And the Plaguecaster is going to have a bolt pistol, no hit there. So their charge distance looking for 9 inches into the Marines, looking for 10 inches into the Malignant Plaguecaster. Not getting it. That was rough. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. I don't think we need any morale tests, but that was a pretty interesting turn. So we'll see what happens. I finally killed one of the zombie squads, and I killed some other stuff. So, oh boy, we'll have to see how this goes. So we'll come back to you after movement. And he's definitely going to have more within range because these guys are all troops. So within 15 inches now on turn 2. But these guys are all troops, so they're going to outnumber my troops that are within range. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 4? Turn 3. Turn 3. His Plague Marines moved up over this way, looking at my Terminators. The Malignant Plaguecaster moved up. The Surgeon moved up. So did Typhus. The Tallyman advanced up over this way. These guys moved up over here, and these guys moved into cover. He stood still. He moved up over this way. This guy advanced up, and he just moved up, so they're both within 9 of my Terminators. His Leviathan Dreadnought moved up over this way, and his his Plague Burst Crawler stood still. He then put the Dead Walk again onto his Plague Marines, poxwalkers over here, and that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the Psychic Phase. All right, to start off, he's going to cast Miasma Pestilence onto his zombies over here. So looking for, does not go off on a 5. Going to spend a command point to reroll one of those. 6, does that go off it? Goes off on a 6. I'm going to try to deny it. Do not deny it with a 6. Do you get back your command point with the Tallyman there?
About to find out.
2d6, looking for a 7. Yeah, he finally gets one back. Nice. And he's going to cast Blades of Putrefaction onto him over here.
Need a 5?
Need a 5, does not go off. And Typhus is going to cast Putrescent Vitality onto them.
6.
Need a 6. It goes off with a 9. I'm going to try to deny it with my other Psyker here. Not denying it. Rolled a 6 again.
Whichever.
And then Typhus will smite into the front scouts up here. Goes off, D3. 2, he dead. Trickers, no! Start of the shooting phase, Typhus is going to shoot into my dude bros up there.
2d6 shots.
2d6 shots, getting 6 shots. These are going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit. No wound. Bolt pistol from the Surgeon. That is not a hit. Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast bolt pistol. No hit.
Entropy cannons.
All right, so his Plague Burst Crawler is going to put everything into my scouts up there. So this is the entropy cannons and the whatchamacallits, rerolling 1s because of the Lord there. All right, hitting on 4s, right?
Yep.
All right, so these are going to be wounding on 2s and that's a 3. So that's going to be
you can't save.
Those are 4, so those are going to be 2 dead guys, and that one's at a -1/+1, looking for a 4. Yeah, he good. And then the mortar, getting 4 shots. Getting 2 hits, rerolling 1s, 3 hits.
2s.
Getting 2s to wounds, that's going to be 3 wounds. AP -2, +1, because he's in cover, looking for 5 ups. No, he did. All right, so his dude bros over here are going to be shooting into my Terminators. He spent a command point on Blight Bombardment, and he spent a command point on Veterans of the Long War. Because they're within range of the Putrefier, they're all going to be Hyper Blight grenades. So these are all going to be Hyper Blight. They're going to be doing mortals on 5s and 6s, because usually 6s to wound are immortal, but because of Veterans of the Long War is +1 to wound, which means that 5s and 6s become 6s. So here we go. These are all going to be D6 shots?
14d6.
14d6 shots. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so we've got 58 Blight grenades shots that are coming in here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. This is the first half of them. Come back to you with that. All right, so we've got 16 on that first half that hit. These are going to be wounding on strength. What are they?
It's strength 4.
Strength 4. So wounding on 4s, 5s and 6s cause. Oh no, wounding on 3s because it's +1 because of Veterans of the Long War. So wounding on 3s, 5s and 6s do mortal wounds. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we got 6 mortal wounds plus 12 saves. So these are going to be 2 up saves, no AP?
Yep.
Yeah, no AP, so 2 up saves. Failed another 2 of them, which means on the first volley, 4 of my guys are dead. And the second volley, come back to that. All right, here we go. 5s and 6s, he dead. Yeah, he did. There's at least 2 of them there. There's plenty of them. So that is the last guy dead. All right, so now we're going to start with the left guy there shooting into my Terminators over here. So it's going to be D6 shots. Getting 2 shots. Those are 2 auto hits. These are going to be strength D6, 2D6, right? Strength 11, which is gross. So these are going to be wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds, AP -3. So 2 5-up saves. Failed both of them. That's 2 dead guys. And now the second one is going to get 4 shots at 2D6 strength. At strength 7, so wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds. Rerolling ones because of Dude Bro, because of Plague Weapon.
That and he's in
there we go.
range too.
And he's in range, so that's going to be 4 then. These are going to be AP -3, so again, looking for 5 ups. Making 2 of them, so 2 more are dead. All right, so now his Leviathan Dreadnought's going to put his 2 Hell Flamers into my Chaplain over here. He's going to put one of his, what do they call them? Butcher Cannon Arrays into my Terminator over here, and one of them into my Intercessors. So we're going to go with the Hell Flamers first. That's 2d6 hits. It's going to be 6 hits. Strength 5, right? So looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. These are AP -1, so looking for 3-up saves. And I make all but 1, so he takes 2 damage. And now 8 shots into this Terminator over here. Hitting on 2s, because he ignores the penalty for moving with heavy weapons. These are strength 8, so looking for 2s to wound. Alrighty, so that's going to be 4 wounds.
-1.
AP -1, so 3-up saves. And I make them all! Woo! And the other one into my Intercessors over there. Those are all but 1 hit. Rerolling because of the Chaos Lord. Still not meant to be. These are going to be wounding on 2s. All right, all but 2 hits there, 2 wounds there. So it's going to be 5 total wounds here. I've got to take it 1 at a time until the guy in the front there is dead. So it's AP -1, so 4 up. He's good. He's dead. And then these other 3 are going to be 3-up saves. Failing another one of those. All right, so you got another 2 zombies over here. Remember, because of the dead walk again that he got over there. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. Into the assault phase, his Leviathan Dreadnought is going to charge into my Chaplain over here. So Overwatch, getting no hits. His charge distance, 6 inches should get him in. All right, so now these zombies over here are going to charge into everybody over here. So we're going to go with the Intercessors first. 6 shots, hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since they didn't move. So it's going to be 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 5 up, Disgustingly Resilient. He's good. Tactical shooting into them. Getting no hits from them. Pistol from my Librarian is not a hit. And rapid fire with the Mastercrafted, rerolling 1s because he didn't move with the Lieutenant, getting 1 hit. That is not a wound. So their charge distance is totally in. All right, so this is all they got up here. 3 are going to go into my Tactical Squad. 2 are going to go into my Librarian. 3 are going to go into the Lieutenant, and the rest are going to go into the Intercessors over here. So we're going to start off with the ones into the Lieutenant over there. So there's 3 of them there. So it's going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. So that's going to be 3 hits. Rerolling because of the Tallyman. Alrighty, so that's going to be 4 hits. Strength 5 because of Putrescent Vitality, which gives them, which means they're wounded on 3s. But my opponent spent 1 command point on Veterans of the Long War on them, so they are going to now get wounding on 2s. So that is 4 wounds. AP nothing. So I got 4 3-up saves. Make 3 of them.
22. All
right, so now 11 attacks into the Intercessors over here, or 11 bodies are attacking in, so 22 attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. All right, we'll come back to that.
Yes. No.
And then re-rolling. All right, and again, wounding on 2s. Alrighty, so that is going to be a bunch. So that's going to be 13 wounds over there. 3 up saves. Ooh, failed 2, 4, 5. So one guy is down to 1. Jenkins, no. And now the 2 guys into the Librarian over there. That is rerolls. I reroll a 3 as well. Okay, that's 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. Getting 3 wounds, 3 3-ups. Making all but 1. And then 3 guys into the tactical squad over here. All right, re-rolling. All right, pretty good. These are wounded on 2s. All right, all but 1 there, so that's going to be 4 wounds there. But 4 saves. All right, so I'm going to interrupt now with my Interrogator Chaplain. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of himself. All right, these are going to be strength plus 1 because of the Crow's Arcanum. He's toughness 8, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP minus 2, 1, 2, 1. 1 second. AP minus 1, so he's got a 3-up armor. He's good. And he's going to attack back with his 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. That's all hits. Strength 8, so 2s to wound. That's going to be 4 wounds. No AP, so 2-up saves. He makes them all. And now all my guys over here get to attack back. So we're going to do the 2 tacticals and the Intercessor at the same time because they've got all the same there. Hitting on 3s.
-1 to hit for Miasma.
Oh, -1 to hit because of Miasma, so hitting on 4s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. No wounds there. And then my Librarian hitting on 4s. All right, that's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Wounding on 5s, I should say. So that's 1 wound, AP minus 3. D3 damage, though, so 3 damage. So 3 disgustingly resilient saves. Nope, 1 guy will be dead. And then my Lieutenant's going to attack back. He's got 5 attacks with his chainsword. Hitting on 3s because of... Oof. Hitting on 3s because of -1 to hit. But that is not a wound. All right, so at the end, my Intercessor has to take a morale test. He lost 4 guys, and also he's -2 because of being hit by the Butcher Cannon here. So it's 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. He's good to go. All right, and that is it for the Death Guard turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3.
I didn't.
All right, movement for the Dark Angels here. These guys all stood still, so did my Primaris Librarian. My Biker moved up a bit over this way. All these guys are in combat, fell back, including the Tactical Marines there. These Bikers shuffled around over to this side. My Interrogator Chaplain moved back. He moved up, so he's equidistant between those 2. And my last squad of Terminators dropped in. When they dropped in, I'm going to spend 2 command points so that they can shoot as though it's the shooting phase. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so my assault cannon guy is closest to his lord, who I'm going to put the shots into there. So hitting on 4s because he moved. Wow, that is really something. And then 16 Storm Boulter shots into his Plague Marines over here, hitting on 3s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so we got 10 hits, wounding on their toughness 5, so 5s. 1. 3-up save. Yeah, he good. Into the Psychic Phase, he is going to smite into the Plague Marines. That goes off with a 6. Did you want to try to deny that?
Who's it from? Your Primaris?
Yeah, so you're within range.
Yeah.
All right. 4 and a 7, so he's good. And then he's going to cast Aversion onto them. On a 6, it does go off. You're going to try to deny it with Typhus. Does deny it with a 7. And now he's going to try to smite over here. Can't do anything about that. And it goes off with an 11. So that's going to be D6 mortal wounds. Into 6 mortal wounds. Finally, something's happened for me in the Psychic Phase. 6. 5-up disgustingly resilient saves. That was pretty disgusting, but not enough. So that's 4 dead. And then I'm going to cast Mind Worm onto the Tallyman over here. Perils. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that.
Perils.
Back into a Perils. All right, so he takes a mortal wound. I take 3 mortal wounds. God. Killing my Psyker.
Mind Worm.
All right, so he's dead, which means that he doesn't take the mortal wound from Mind Worm, but everybody takes D3 mortal wounds within 6 inches. So my
count right. right now.
So D3 mortal wounds onto my tactical squad. 1 mortal wound, so 1 guy is dead. Into my intercessor, well, the intercessor is just going to be dead. Into my lieutenant, takes 1 mortal wound into that. And then into these guys over here, they're going to take 1 mortal wound, looking for a 5-up, disgustingly resilient. No, yeah, it's your guys. No, so 1 of them will be dead. All right, so now this bike squad's going to fire their bolters into these guys and the plasma into the tallyman. So we're going to go with the bolters into these. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Into these guys back over here. So these are going to be the bolter shots hitting on 3s. All righty. They did move, so no rerolls. These are now strength 4, toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds onto them. 6-up saves because they're in cover there. Getting 1 of those, and then 5-up disgustingly resilience. Making another 1 of those, so 4 are dead. Rerolling those 2 ones because of the surgeon. Making another 1 of those, so 3 are dead. And then the plasma into the tallyman, hitting on 3s, getting 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That is a wound, AP minus 3. 6-up save. Nope, and then disgustingly resilient. Yeah, he makes that. My intercessors are going to fire into this poxwalker squad, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because they didn't move.
4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Miasma.
Forgot about miasma. Miasma. These are now going to be looking for 5s to wound. Getting nothing. Storm bolter and twin bolter from the bike into them. All rapid fire because he's a bike. Hitting on 4s.
Much better.
Much better that time. Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds, which is technically much better than 0. Failing both of them. Oh, yeah, wow. Failing both of them.
Yeah.
Twin assault cannon from him into the front guy over there. Hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, getting 4 hits. These are going to be strength 6, looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds at AP minus 1. In cover, so 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them. Disgustingly resilient. No, takes it. And now these guys are going to try to make better than when they dropped in. He's going to go with the assault cannon into the Lord over there. Hitting on 4s. All right, already you're doing a little bit better. Not much better, but a little bit better. 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1. Does not save it. And then he doesn't get disgustingly resilient. So 2, 3.
Double.
And then the storm bolters into these guys over here. Hitting on 3. That wasn't great either. Man, these guys are apparently forgot to calibrate their aiming reticules over there. Wounding on 5s. Getting 3 wounds, which is 3 times as many as they got when they first dropped in. So looking for 3-up saves. Make all but 1. Disgustingly resilient. Nope, so 1 will die. And now my Lieutenant Mastercrafted Boulter into those dude bros. Getting 1 hit, this is minus 1 to hit. But getting a wound, AP minus 1. Doesn't matter, 5-up. Oh, it's actually 2 wounds, so we have to roll another one, sorry. No, so 1 will die. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Terminators are going to charge into these guys and into the Plague Burst Crawler because I'm looking for a 10-inch charge into here, 9-inch charge into the Plague Burst Crawler. So these are going to be the Overwatch shots. These are going to be hitting on 6s. This is from these guys over here. The bigger dice are going to be the plasma. So getting what, 1 hit?
2 hits.
2 hits. Looking for nope, no wounds there. And then we've got the Plague Burst Crawler shots. So these are going to be the Slugger. Getting no hits. And then the 2 Entropy Cannons. Getting no hits. So their charge distance now. Looking for 9 inches minimum to get into the Plague Burst Crawler. Getting it with a 10. Now my Terminator is going to charge into his Leviathan Dread over here. So he's going to be shooting his Overwatch here, looking for 6s. Getting, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is not good. These are going to be strength 8, so 2s to wound. Getting 4 wounds. AP minus 1, so 3-up saves. Oh, 2, so he is just dead. All right, so we're going to start over here with the fists for my guys. We've got 8 attacks with the power fist. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Okie dokie. So that's 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be wounding on 3s. That's right, because they're tough 5. Still get 4 wounds over there. So AP minus 3, so 4 6s. Making 2 of them. So 2 go through. It's a D3 wounds each. So the first one is 1 wound, but she doesn't make. And then the second one will be 3 wounds, of course. Which is only going to be, so that's going to be 2 dead guys. And then the sword attacks from the sergeant. Going to get 1 hit. Getting a wound, AP minus 3. No save, and then the disgusting resilient. Doesn't make another dead guy. All right, so now his guys are going to attack back. We've got 7 guys with knives, 1, and his aspiring champion with the power fist. Those are going to be the bigger ones. He's going to be hitting on 3s and 4s. All right, wounding on 2s and 4s. So it's going to be 1 regular wound there and 1 AP minus 3. So we have the regular wound, 2 up. Makes that one, and then a 5 up invul save or armor save. Doesn't make a difference on AP minus 3. He's good with a filth phase. Woo! And then the flail, D3 attacks. 1 attack. 1 hit.
+2.
Strength +2, so that's going to be a wound right there.
-2.
AP minus 2, so looking for a 4 up save. No, failed that one. 2 damage, that's a dead guy. All right, so at the end of the turn here, his guys have to take a leadership test over here. They lost 3 guys this turn, +2 is good to go. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. At the end of the turn, he holds this again, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard. His Plague Marines fell out of combat. These guys have moved around here looking on my Terminators. His Malignant Plaguecaster stayed still. These guys all stayed still in here. Typhus moved towards my bikes. He stood still. Zombies have moved closer to my guys over this way. These guys got closer to my chaplain. He started moving over this way, and the Plague Burst Crawler stood still. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, to start it off, his Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto his Plague Marines over here. Goes off with a 7. Now he's going to cast Putrescent Vitality onto the Zombos. Getting it with an 8. And they're going to cast Blades of Putrefaction onto Typhus over here. Goes off with an 11. And then Typhus is going to cast Smite onto my Bikers. Goes off with a 6. I'm going to try to deny that. Deny it with an 8. All right. All right, so this guy over here is going to put his, what is it, Plague Spewer or something? Sprayer or something like that into him over here. So it's going to be D6 hits. It's going to be 5 hits, strength 2D6. So 5 hits, strength 8, so wounding on 2s. All right, so there's rerolling 1s because of Plague Weapon. So that is going to be 4 wounds here. These are going to be 4 up invul saves because of Rosarius. And I failed 1 of them, so that's 3 damage, down to 1. All right, so now his Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire the Entropy Cannons and the Heavy Slugger into my Chaplain, and he's going to put the Mortar into my Intercessors over there. So this is the Heavy Slugger.
And the Entropy
Cannons. And the Entropy Cannons. May as well just roll them all together. Okay, so that's going to be hitting on 4s. So that's 3 hits. One's going to be wounding on 2, the other are going to be wounding on 3s. All right. So this one's AP minus 4. So that's going to be a 4 up invul save. Makes that one. And then this one is -1, so 3 up armor save. Ooh, barely, but he got it.
That was possible.
And he's going to put the Plague Sprayer into him as well. So that's going to be 3 hits, strength 2. So this is going to be wounding on a 6.
I used my final.
He's going to use 1 to CP to reroll one of those. All right, to a 5. So wounding on a 3. Getting 1, rerolling 1s. So that's going to be 2 wounds, 2 4-ups. Oh, and I fail 1. He's dead. And is the Tallyman going to get him his command point back? He does. Well done. Typhus is going to shoot his pistol at the bikes. Getting 3 shots. These are going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit. Strength.
Nope.
Strength what?
4.
Strength 4, so no wound. We forgot the mortar into these guys. He declared it, and we forgot to do it. So it's going to be D6 shots. Getting 1 shot. Not a hit. That is a hit. He's not wounded. So that is a wound.
Yep. -2.
AP -2. That is not a save. Damage. 3 damage. Dead guy.
Sure.
All right. So all 3 of these guys are going to throw grenades into here because of the blight.
Hyper blight grenade.
The hyper blight grenades from the biologist putrefier. They're all going to be hyper blight grenades. So this is going to be 3d6 hits or 3d6 shots.
9.
So it's going to be 9 shots. All right, we forgot that he has a different ballistic skill than them, but then we rolled off, figured it out. He's going to be throwing the 1. They're going to be throwing the other 8. They're hitting on 2. So we got the 1 from him is a hit, and then we can do the other ones hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of themselves. All right, so that's going to be all hits. All right, so strength 4. So these are going to be wounding on 4s. Right? Strength 4? I think so. Right?
I'll go ahead and play Veterans of the Long War.
And he's going to spend Veterans of the Long War here. So that's going to be his last CP. But these are going to be wounding on 3s now. So that's going to be rerolling there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That are going to be 8 saves that I need to make. But I'm also taking 5 mortal wounds. So 5 mortal wounds. Plus 8 saves of AP nothing, right?
Yep.
So 8 2-up saves. And I failed 1 of them. So that was 6 wounds. That means that's 3 guys dead. Sorry, the grenade just killed a guy, which I'm actually going to spend a command point to reroll. And he's good with that one. So I'm just going to take the 5 mortal wounds.
Walking.
Yeah, and now he's going to shoot all of his shots into my Terminators over here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. All right.
Reroll 1s for the Chaos Lord.
Rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. All right, so that's going to be all hits. These are going to be, again, strength 8, so wounding on 2s. All right, all but 2 wounds there, so it's going to be 14 wounds. All right, AP -1, so these are going to be 3-up serves. No, they are dead. They are all dead. Teleman's going to shoot his plasma pistol into my bikers. That is not a hit.
Nope.
All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. Typhus is going to charge into my bikers. So these are the Boulter shots. Hitting on 6s, getting 3, sorry. But he's toughness 5, so no wounds there. And then the plasma, he's definitely going to be in.
For you.
That's definitely in. Plasma gets 1 hit, 1 wound, AP -3. For the 5, though, he's good.
Yeah, because I can't take 4-up invuln that he has.
Yep, because he was within 12. So
yeah.
But he's good because he couldn't take his 4-up invul save because he's within 12 of the center. But that was enough for his armor save. And now the zombies are going to charge into my lieutenant and the tactical marine. Tactical marine getting no hits. The lieutenant also getting no hits, and they are definitely going to be in. Yeah, wow, 12. Wow, way in. All right, so we're going to start off with his poxwalkers over here. He's going to have 7 guys into my lieutenant, and he's going to have 6 guys into my tactical guy. So we're going to do the tactical guy first. It's going to be 12 shots, 12 attacks here, hitting on 4s. All right, these are now going to be wounding on strength 4 because of putrescent vitality, so 4s to wound. Getting 3 wounds there. So that's going to be 3 wounds, 3-up armor saves. And a failed 1, he's dead. All right, so now we've got 8 guys over here. 8 guys over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, pretty good there. These are now going to be wounding on 4s as well. Because strength 4, toughness 4 because of putrescent vitality. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 saves I have to make over there. So these are going to be looking for 3-up saves. And I failed enough, he's dead. All right, so now I'm going to interrupt with the 2 command points into Typhus over here. So we're going to have 5 attacks. The sergeant's got 2 base plus 1 for his chainsword. And the other 2 guys have just the 1 attack each. So he's going to be hitting on 3. Oh, that was not great. Wounding on a 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a wound. No, but he saved it. And now Typhus is going to attack back with his 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of the because of what? Tallyman? Because of the tallyman there. So that's going to be 5 hits.
Rerolls on his own.
Here we go. These are strength
7.
7, so looking for 3s to wound. getting 1 wound.
Plague weapon.
Plague weapon, rerolling those ones. So that's 3 wounds. AP -3, right? So 6 up serves. Making 1 of them, so 2 go through. What is the damage on those? Oh, 1 sec.
That 2 does wound because of Blades of Putrefaction.
Oh, Blades of Putrefaction makes that 2, makes that a wound. So I've got 1 more to save there. So that is a save though. So it's 2 go through. Damage on these?
3 straight.
3 straight. So that's going to be 2 guys dead.
And 1.
There's also a 6 on there, so there's a mortal wound from Blades of Putrefaction, so he's down to 1 wound. All right, and that is it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels. All right, movement phase. These guys are all going to stay still, and he's going to stay in combat because, I mean, he's not going to do anything otherwise. So here we go. We're going to go into the Psychic phase now. My Psyker is going to cast Smite onto these dude bros. Goes off with a 10. I'm going to spend it, try to deny it. Does not deny it, so D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound, 5 up. No, 1 dead. And then he's going to cast Aversion onto them as well. And that goes off with an 8. Trying to deny it. No, so they're averse. All right, so now my Intercessors here are going to start us off in the shooting phase by shooting into those poxwalkers. This is going to be 8 shots because they're in. They stayed still, so rapid fire. Rerolling 1s because they stood still. Alrighty. So these are going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4 because of Putrefaction. Oh, Vitality, Putrescent Vitality. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant there. Not meant to be, so that's going to be 2. 5 up. Disgusting and Resilient. Nope, 2 dead. And then the biker is going to shoot into him. 8 shots, rapid fire because he is a biker. Rerolling 1s because he didn't move. All right, so it's going to be 1 miss. These are going to be wounding on 4s. All right, so it's going to be 6 wounds there. 6, 5 ups. Making 2 of them, so 4 more dead. And then the Lieutenant's going to shoot 2 shots. Both hits. 1 wound. Oh, it's 2 wounds. I'm sorry, because it's 2 damage. So, but he makes both of those. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the fight phase. He's going to try to heroically wail back at him over there. Oh boy. He got all hits on his. He got all excited and attacked in there, and he is going to be. Oh no, -3, right? So technically, oh, the 2 mortals. He's dead with the Blaze of Putrefaction. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it here because I can't get enough points to get back over into this. And he's got, I mean, a lot of his army left, and I've got just these guys over here. So that got brutal, but it was still a ton of fun. I mean, it's good to see the Death Guard are doing real well. The Boulters was interesting. I don't think it's game-changing, as you saw, obviously. Not game-changing, not against this horde. It's not game-changing, but it is allows you for some interesting tactics of being able to position some people into places and get some shots off. So it was kind of interesting to see how that all played out and see that, you know, rest assured the Boulter drill is not going to change the game. I don't think that Marines are now OP. You know, get out of my face. What's the point of what's the point of playing this game anymore? But I think it's a little something to add to them that I think it's going to allow them to be a bit more competitive on the scene, which I think is going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting to see that happen. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Jason, and until next time, have fun.